All right, let's play something out. We're at a crucial point in our D&D campaign, Mitch.
I won't get. I'll let you do it.
Mitch,
No.
As a first timer, I want you to treat yourself. Spencer here is our dungeon master extraordinaire.
Hello.
And he will catch us up to date where we are in the campaign.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, you guys? That's good to hear. When we last met, our heroes were being assaulted by a mysterious metal mitt. After pulling the head off their mortal enemy, a massive arm burst through the floor, grabbing Quark and holding him fast. As Mulrain worked to free the halfling, Sharpie quickly turned into gas. The wizard seeped through the crack in the floor and saw the massive metallic golem to which the arm belonged, and flowed through his metal plates and into his inner workings. Then as Quark and Mulrain attacked the golem, Sharpie began punching a red glowing node that began emitting a glowing red heat, and then I got pissed and left.
Spencer, point of order. I'm not a halfling, I'm a gnome.
Oh, shit.
Jeff, leave.
If I had something to turn in, like a badge, I'd put it on the table.
Wait, Spencer, you got pissed off last time and left?
Yeah. I mean, something like that.
It was a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to say it was a bit.
Yeah.
How fun would that be?
No, I mean, I'd thought about doing it in the past, but it worked best there in that circumstance.
But we sat here like thunderstruck.
Yeah, well, I couldn't be accountable for that at that point.
Yeah.
I could have saved the show, but I was off stage.
All right, so Spencer, draw for us the picture. Remind everybody, and Mitch especially, what we're looking at in the room that we're in right now.
Okay, so imagine you're on the second floor. You're way higher than that. You're up in a tower. There's this arm coming in, and it's grabbing around. It's just an arm. And on the lower level, you got a big robot man, and he's putting the arm up there. And now you are inside this robot.
Right.
And you guys... No, Quark's on the top level, Christaberg's on the top level, and Mulrain's on the robot's shoulder.
Is it a true story? Mitch, Kumail's character is Christaberg, the guy that wrote Lady in Red.
You just told me that. That's so funny.
He was like, "Who's Christaberg?" Yeah. Oh, well, so you've heard my work.
No, big fan.
It's a great song.
Do you have ladies in any other colors?
I guess it's more important than in previous episodes, but if I'm gas and I went gaseously into the robot and I'm like punching, where's my hawk?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Avenger.
Can the honk not vaporize?
It can. It can be affected by spells that affect the user.
Oh, really? So the hawk came with me?
Yeah, in theory.
All right. I look around for Avenger. Avenger!
That's you.
Played by Robin Williams.
Gotten this far in the podcast. Right here, boss.
Oh, good. Thank you. I was worried about you.
It just got a little gassy, but I'm here. I'm back.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, all right. I keep punching I'm assuming this is the robot's heart, and I'm gonna hit it and stab it and kick it and spit on it.
As you do all those things to the glowing red spot, it begins to glow brighter and hotter and brighter and hotter as it burns you with a glowing hot energy.
Don't stop doing that.
You really?
Yeah. Don't do it.
All right.
Because it's getting hotter.
It is. You take 3 heat damage.
I take 3 heat damage.
Yeah, that's how hot it is.
All right. I wish there was a way to leave like a grenade here and just get out of here.
Well,
I have no grenades.
Do you? I have a feeling I'm supposed to do something.
No, you're just a hawk. You know, I mean, anything that you could conceive of doing as a hawk.
Great.
Gas hawk.
Well, we nest. We have very good eyesight. I noticed there's a ring on the finger.
Yeah, you could peck at things. You could fly and attack with beak and talons.
yeah, so you're inside this robot also, looking around at all these weird glowing stuff, but being a bird, you don't really get what it means.
Oh, so he doesn't have the brain of a non-hawk. He doesn't have the brain of Mitch Hurwitz.
Well, even your character wouldn't really understand the inside of a golem, you know?
Sure.
Well, fuck this thing. I'm shocking grasping the heart. Fine, I'll take my heat damage, but it's going to get some damage in response. I'm defibrillating this MF.
But that's a good thing. You don't want to do that.
Only if he's dead. It's like a toggle.
Ah.
You ever defibrillate a live person?
Smart.
Yeah.
You have the Hawk seal of approval on that one.
Thank you.
It's like a toggle.
Can I ask you a question?
Please.
I know you can see. I know you can see really far, but up close.
I don't read a lot. No, I don't.
All right, shock and grasp on the heart.
Grasping what you
hold
designate
the
the
book really
heart.
far away, but then you know what I mean. Then I'm circling and I'm trying to, and I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
And it's hard to be.
I can't track the narrative.
You have to scream, turn the page.
Yeah.
You're far away.
You can't. Yeah, you can't.
I've been
tell-
reading the corrections for about 7 years.
of what?
I think many people have.
All right.
You grab the heart thing, it starts being electrified. It takes 17 damage.
Nice.
It's heart damage.
Can I ask, where is Admiral Darkstar at this point?
Well, his head got taken off, and yeah, you don't know where he went. He kind of turned into gas also. There's a lot of gas.
So am I being grasped upstairs by the arm?
No, you slipped out of its grasp.
Okay, I go into a barbarian rage.
Yeah, okay.
As I do twice a day. And I take my mighty great sword and I try to chop off the arm and see if that severs if robots bleed out of their arteries like mortal beings do.
This one doesn't.
Well, shit.
Yeah, you cleave into its arm and it plinks off of its arm as if it didn't take any damage or get hurt in any way. It just sucks.
I say, ah, phooey.
In a rage.
I know this is going to be one of those things where it's like, oh, send the hawk down to make friends with it, but
No, we've tried to make friends every time with something, and it always.
Okay.
We've put on shows for him.
And you're inside its chest with me. It's like
yeah,
burning to death.
I'm in there with you.
Yeah.
And you're in a gaseous state right now. You guys
Well,
are
not
both
really,
gas.
no.
Nah, you guys are back.
Oh,
We're
you're
re-solidified, but we're inside a robot's chest, just hanging
So
out.
I'm upstairs.
Did we
and
try to shaking it? What would you?
Shaking its heart. I tried to electrocute its heart.
And
Yeah, if you're with your hawk abilities, you could go look for other vital
well, a
organs.
hawk is. I mean, this again. It sounds like I'm sacrificing myself, but hawks are very fatty birds, and maybe we just cholesterol them. You know, we just get those HDLs up, the LDLs.
I don't know if that's
Cholesterol
gonna
is a
work.
verb.
In the spirit
I
of
like it.
Thanksgiving, I will let him eat me.
Spencer, can I use my armlet of summer to ignite my fire armor?
Yeah, you're already on fire.
Okay, I thought so. I was just making sure. And I run up to his neck and I say, "Heads up!" and wrap my fiery arms around his neck, and then I call out for Avenger. Avenger!
That's you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just listening to some Christbergy. And what do I do?
Avenger, fly into his neck and peck at his innards.
Well, I got to get out.
If you can get, or fly up through.
Okay, while you're holding him, I'm going to do that. I'm going to fly in. I'm going to peck it.
You're already in, so you can just go up to the head.
I'm around the outside. I have my fiery arms around his neck, and I'm trying to. So I'm burning from the outside. Maybe from the inside, you can do like a reverse
Almost a
phone
needle
booth
point.
peck
Yeah.
from birds.
All right.
In his neck.
In I go, and I do an interesting sort of beak dance in his esophagus.
Your interesting set of beak dance, as you put it.
Yeah, is that in your thing anywhere?
Oh, yeah.
Mitch, what you don't know is that I've read all the books, and so like I know all these extra things.
Yeah, you roll 3 die for that.
But I have talons. I have talons. I can scratch at it. I can create some esophageal bleeding.
What is the DC on beak dance?
I mean, really, like 26. That's not a funny thing at all.
No, it's funny because you had an answer. That's why.
But yeah, the talon's not so hot against metal as it happens.
Right.
But my armor?
Yeah, it heats it up, but it doesn't do much more than that. So it's hot now.
Okay. So where I am, I'm just watching all this happen.
I guess.
And I have no way to get into any weak parts of the robot from where I am.
I mean, not where you know of. You're up on the second floor with the hand, with Quark.
Oh, and the hand still.
Yeah. You're above the other guys.
Okay. Well, but tell me, can I use a bola to snare the hand and render it immobile?
You can definitely try.
What do you guys think? Is that a fun?
You're gonna snare it. You're gonna tie it to something, or just tie its fingers together, or what?
Yeah. That's it. But I mean, I'm sort of a rope-based combatant, so I really want to work this in. So I take the bola. Is there no way?
It wouldn't fit around the arm, probably.
Oh, okay.
Is there anybody have any magnetism or anything like that?
I have
robot.
bows.
There's an electrical system we could disrupt.
I'm
Yeah.
very charismatic.
You have your arms around his
Well, let's
neck.
try
I
the
think that
charisma.
ship has sailed.
Can I try using my talons to get? Are there some kind of wiring? There must be some.
There
kind of
aren't actually any wires.
There aren't wires?
No, see, you tried that last week, Dan.
So this is the 6.
I was drunk.
Yeah.
Do we know
the new
who
one.
has the lyre of building?
Oh, who is?
Okay, well, guess what, buddy?
Yeah.
Let me know when it's my turn, because I just found... I just found it.
I think it's Kumail's turn, but if he doesn't want to do anything.
Who is the lyre of building? Is that a thing that's useful?
If no one knows, I'll say it's you.
Me?
Yeah.
So can I just build a building under the robot and just fucking grow a building through his whole fucking body?
Maybe like an obelisk.
It'd take like a long, long time.
How long?
Like a half hour.
You know, but with some of these lyre buildings, it's like 1,000 human hours. So you're saving.
Yeah, I don't know if you took that into account.
I don't know if you heard that part.
It's definitely a wondrous construction.
Okay. Well, you know what? I don't. Dan, what do you, I mean, Quark.
I got a little something. I got a little
Sharpie, go
I'd
for
like
it.
to give a try.
Sharpie.
Quick question.
This is like Clarence Darrow closing an argument. This is.
Would you say this item that I'm standing in front of is his heart?
No, it's a golem. It's not like a
No, but I'm
heart.
saying
I like how you're already backtracking.
I'm inside of it.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, would you say that this item that I'm standing in front of is its heart?
No.
This big red thing that's like burning me.
Using your knowledge arcana, you determine it to be some sort of heat emission weapon device. Not a heart.
So you're saying this item isn't a heart?
No, it's more of a heat emission sort of weapon.
So you admit it's an item. I shrink item.
Nice. Wow.
Item shrinks to 1/16th normal size.
Clarence Darrow.
It sure does. As you wave your arms about
Conjurus minimus.
and speak the magical catchphrase, before your very eyes, the heat emission object dwindles in size. It dwindles and dwindles and dwindles to about
1/16th.
1/16th of its original size. It begins glowing brightly and emits the heat of maybe a toaster or something non-lethal.
I turn to Avenger and I'm like,
Let's make some toast. Let's eat a little something, and then we'll celebrate.
Avenger, I loved Arrested Development.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. Oh, I was cut from the pilot, but I was circling the boat in the first scene.
Wait, does that kill the robot?
Nope. Because it's not his heart.
But it's an item.
That was really good.
Yeah, definitely.
Spencer, I want to do a power attack at his wrist and pour water into it and see if... No, it's not electric.
There's no wires. It's magic.
It's not electrical. Never mind.
It's golem.
Shit.
It's a golem.
Okay, I tried this. I want to... Is the arm coming through a hole that just fits his arm, or is there space around the hole?
No, there's space.
Okay, I try to stick my my great sword into it and slide down his wrist like Douglas Fairbanks down a sail.
Yeah.
Wow.
Down the road, as they say.
Okay. I didn't know that.
What did he call it?
Thank you.
Down the road?
Yeah.
Down the road is what that's called?
Yeah. It's a cutting reference.
Oh, it's a suicide.
In the front row said it's a suicide
No, not
joke.
suicide.
Wow.
Well, I guess if you're going down the road, it is suicide.
Look, I didn't know that, but half of our audience did. We have a lot of...
And no one is surprised at that.
It's the Tumblr
All right,
generation.
do we need to do a sound effect where we all gasp?
Oh my God, Spencer's showing us.
All right, I try to go down the road, man.
You do this as you say it. It does some damage. Let's see here.
Am I sliding down his wrist?
Oh, yeah. It's breaking your fall as you're cutting it open like a can of meat. Does meat come in a can? Sometimes.
Yeah.
Spam, corned beef.
Spam's not really. Well, I mean, let's not get spam on it.
It's not the first example I would come up with when I was coming up with stuff that's in a can. But meat works.
Nice, yeah, you know. Meat in a can. So you do that. It does... What was that? 15. 18 damage.
All right.
And you find yourself, halfway down its arm.
Am I down into the lower level now?
Definitely there.
So I'm just kind of suspended around his ulna, or what? Like,
yeah, his ulna.
all right.
It does 18 damage to a thing with 1/16 its heart.
It's not a heart. It's a heat emission device.
It's a hot thing that powers it in its chest.
Does it power it?
No, it's a weapon emission. It's a
It's
weapon.
just a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
I'm from 2 floors up. I yell, "It's not as fucking hard!" And then I feel immediately bad.
I yell back, I'm doing God's work in here! I don't care how long it takes.
The monster shifts. It's not a monster. It's a fucking whatever. The automaton shifts as its shoulder is now being occupied. It tries to extricate its arm, but it can't seem to get it. It's all messed up from being all sliced open and whatnots.
And
Down
from
the
me
road.
shrinking its red thing.
No.
Okay.
It's not a heart.
I'll just let you. Yeah, I mean, sure.
Avenger, I feel like what I did was important.
You know, so much of this is filtered through a bird's eyes, but it's, to me, I respected it, and
I chose you as a familiar because I feel like everything you've done is important too.
I haven't done much. I've done some circling. I made some comments about a beak dance. That got some...
You underplay it. You know, you inspire me.
Well, then fuck it. Why do we want to hurt this thing? I mean...
This robot?
Yeah,
oh,
no, we do.
Yeah. No, we gotta hurt the robot.
I say dumb things.
So the robot's flailing around and swatting at you guys, but it's missing. It's not hitting you.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I'm still by his neck, right? Or...
Yep.
Okay.
Hugging it.
I'm going to release the heat.
So to speak.
Also the name of my WWE wrestling character. I'm going to release the heat. And I'm going to use my very high diplomacy. And I'm going to say, hey! Shut down! Huh?
Do you need to roll dice for that?
Yeah. I'm going to file this under W for worth a shot.
Yeah, they dropped Siri from these things a couple of weeks ago, so they don't.
Tell it why to shut down.
I'll add. There is a mix-up. We talked to your master, and they actually the welcoming committee. All is forgiven.
Yeah, we forgive you.
Yeah.
No harm,
You know
no
what?
foul.
It's cool.
It's totally fine. We placated you for a little while because we know this is what you do, and we don't want to insult your strength or your mechanism.
And while she's saying this, me with my sword in its elbow, I go, yeah, we forgive you.
Test successful. Successful.
So if you could just lower us down and show us the way out of here, that would be.
I start singing Lady in Red just to be like, hey, this sounds familiar, right?
Yeah. Resume blowjob mode. As per your ordinary protocol.
Which is what we know you were designed for originally.
Just based on your lips.
Based on that architecture.
Yeah.
Based on those DSLs,
And first
and really quick with my craft kit, I make a God's eye and I present it.
Yeah, and I say, hey, we shrunk one of your items, but now you're making one of my items grow. And I kind of just look at it for a while like, anything? No.
And that's. I mean, I know Chris DeBerg isn't the sexiest man in America right now, but it has an effect. Imagine that Kumail.
If your children have any bar bat mitzvahs coming up, I'm sure he would be totally willing to perform at them.
So, what is?
Sorry, everybody.
How is the Gollum?
So come on, Spencer, play D&D with us.
Yeah, can we roll the dice?
How's Gollum?
How's this robot respond to all this?
You kept track of all this.
Come on, we told you what we did. Now tell us what he does.
The hard facts are that I have very high diplomacy.
Hard facts.
These are the hard facts, gentlemen. These stats don't lie.
Does that mean something different than I think it means?
No. It's just,
okay.
No, I'm supporting you.
I think it means we'll perform at your.
While this
puppets,
happens, my sword that's in his arm at a like a horizontal.
Oh God.
Horizontal
That's all right. That's just my dad.
It's just. I thought it was still Jim Belushi.
Jim Belushi's coming.
It's like, I'll just stop
It was
talking
him trying
about
to do his brother's karate character in the back.
As this is happening, I'm sitting on my sword like a little bird
Dressed
perch.
as a killer bee, and he's just...
Yeah.
He's like, well, I'll practice and then I'll show them.
Just to add to it, I'm sitting on my sword like a little bird perch, and I take out my lute of charming and I play that to charm him as well.
Okay. All right. And I take out my ribbon dagger and I hold a knife in my hand and I kind of do like a twirling ribbon dance. Like it looks beautiful. I do it great.
And I get out a little typewriter and I start writing something.
Spencer's
and this is what I write. Day 3. What's up with rice?
That's day
It's not beans. All right.
The Pantry Chronicles.
Why'd you start with day 3? You had just taken it out.
It's in medias res, or however you say it.
I don't have to tell you when I start my journal.
Anyway, deep within the heroes' hearts, they must have realized that somehow this wouldn't be effective in any way.
Got excited.
However,
Go on.
Because it's Thanksgiving. Just as there's not normally a Hong Kong Phooey on Macy Street.
that was the end of your pronouncement?
Yeah, nothing happened.
All right, fine.
Okay, all right, we're good.
Fine, we'll show you.
Yeah.
You were sitting and talking to
I
a
do
robot.
everything by the book, okay? My character does everything by the book for the rest of his life. Every child he has, he's got a certain amount of hit dice, and he does everything just normally by the numbers.
Wait a minute.
So
If
Spencer... Sorry.
He does everything by the book.
Avenger?
I was hoping somebody would.
Then the book
Then write down...
Then the book
that he-
could do everything by itself. Yeah. I take out the blood book. My blood book of blood spells.
Okay.
But this doesn't have blood in it.
It doesn't. It's not a heart.
So why would the
That's
blood
why we don't. It doesn't have blood.
I cut myself.
You cut yourself.
I pour blood onto where I'm standing. Is there a shelf near
Well, that's
the?
interesting because you would think there's electronics. I keep thinking water. I keep thinking.
Yeah.
But there's no electronics.
It's not electronic. It's a golem.
It's made of magic.
But I know that, and I flip through the blood book, and I'm just randomly. I'm hoping there's going to be a thing that'll turn my blood into something so big that it'll explode the golem from the inside.
Sort of what I tried to do with the building, but you shut me down.
All right, that's not going to work. All right, I'm sorry.
Sharpie, look inside. Is there any sort of mechanism or any sort of sinews or things that look vital that we could a place
I
we could
examine my surroundings.
There's been a long time since that's happened.
So you had to roll the dice? I mean,
What?
I examine my surroundings.
It's a perception check,
Gotta
man.
see how much you see.
I examine all of them.
Okay. Yeah, so you examine your surroundings. You see several glowing things. 3 of them are green. 2 of them are yellow. You also see 2 holes below you.
What about those glowing things? That's gotta be the key to something, right, guys?
I'm interested in those 2 holes below.
One of them was my daughter.
So that's happening.
Are the glowing things like glowing balls? Can I get up to them?
You can't. You're
You
outside.
can't. You're not in here.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh, they're
Avenger,
inside.
to the holes.
Yeah, on the inside.
To the holes. I'm going down into the holes.
Let's go in the holes. We're going to the
I
holes.
hope this is not a
How big are the
hiatus.
holes?
They're man-sized.
Man size, like we can
Sure.
fit in them?
Yeah.
Avenger.
They gotta be the legs.
Guys,
Why don't we have-
you're just going into the feet.
Nice.
Well, I mean, you say it like that. I mean, this is. A second ago, we were inviting people to.
No,
bat
you said
mitzvahs.
there's 2 green, 2 yellow,
Suddenly
and
just going into the feet.
3 green, 2 yellow.
3 green, 2 yellow.
Yeah, figure out the
Are
pattern there.
Are there holes on the outside?
No,
3 green, 2 yellow. It's
No,
something.
That's a
It's
mislead.
yeah, it's not
I'll save you the
anatomical.
trouble.
It's not like they're not. There's not like 2 legs that are the size of a dude.
Says the heart guy.
But they must go somewhere. I mean, I could explore.
Avenger, you
Could go in and look around. That look around thing you did.
and I'll go down the other one.
Let's go.
High five before we go.
Okay, high wing.
Avenger, I love your work.
You guys jump down the holes, and what you see is really strange. You see a glowing stone floating in mid-foot.
Are we both together again?
Nope.
So that's got to be a power.
We both see glowing stones.
Yeah. So this has got to be the power source of this thing.
I feel like it should be someone else's turn unless we want to
It's
keep
Chris's
it.
turn.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Okay. Well, I'm outside of all this. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Right? Can I take my wire saw?
Yeah.
I'm in the feet. Easy with the saw.
Can I get down to the feet from where I am?
It would take you.
A turn?
Yeah.
Well, what can I reach of the robot where I
You could
am?
get down to his shoulder, I think, or maybe his torso.
I just go and I dip the saw in the acid. I have 5 vials of acid, and I just pour all of them on there, on the wire saw. Hopefully they don't dissolve the saw itself.
Yeah.
And they don't. They don't.
I feel like that's what happens.
Okay, all right. Well, I go, oh, no, take back.
He still has the handle.
I have the handle.
It's like a Marx Brothers routine.
Is the robot poison? Can I use any of the poisons? Blue cap? Red?
No, not our robot.
All right, well, I just go down there and I start sawing at the neck of the...
Nice.
I jump out of the way.
Your blade bites deeply into the metal, and you continue to saw vigorously. It'll take some time. It's sawing.
Is it going to take longer than making a fucking building would have?
Yeah. That
No, not quite as long.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
Yours.
Me?
We'll go this way.
Okay, great.
Okay. Well, I am going to. Can I jump into his face down to where the glowing things are? Like, can I jump into his mouth?
Into his mouth?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't really have a proper mouth.
All right. I don't know why that's funny. Okay. All right. Well, then I'm gonna help Chris saw. Will that speed it up?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Hey, I gotcha.
Oh, cool. I almost dissolved my own saw with these acids. What a maroon.
Now, does the golem have a head, this robot thing?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
That's what we're trying to saw.
I go onto the other side and do a flaming sword power attack and try to chop his head from the other side.
Nice.
All right. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
You critically hit. It deals 26 damage. You guys are wailing on it from both sides. It's got maybe a third of its neck left at this point.
Yeah.
Mitch, you having a good time?
Yeah, I feel like I'm glad the sawing is stopping because that's been annoying. That sound.
We're almost done with the sawing.
You guys go.
All right, so I got a gem in front of me.
I think
Yeah.
we combine the gems. I mean, obviously, I'm the interloper here. I don't
think we're in the same place. Like,
But you got a gem. I got a
we
gem.
both went down two different holes,
We each have a gem.
and we're standing for two different
There's
gems.
a reason these gems
Can I
are
cast
kept separate.
shrink item on again?
Yes.
You're just making the thing that on the jewel. This
Yeah.
time.
Now it's hey man, however many hearts this thing has.
I open my mouth and I don't say anything, and I just nod.
Minimus itemus.
That's a different magical phrase than the last time.
I'm like Lou Diamond Phillips in La Bamba. I don't sing it the same way. Yeah. It's not part of my people.
Oh, then it works.
Jim. Right? Easy, Jim. According to Jim, the show is almost over.
Okay, you cast it on this gem and it seems to not shrink. But then it does.
That's good storytelling.
That's drama.
Good
That's
story.
the call.
Yeah.
That is
Because for a second it seemed like it wasn't going to shrink.
I know.
And I was like, oh god, and then it shrunk.
That's what I was going for.
That is what you were going for.
Yeah.
And I can't see, so I go, guys, did it shrink right away, or was there a moment?
No, I did the exact same thing. I thought it wasn't going to shrink, and then,
You guys must have been terrified for that split second.
yeah, right at the start when it seemed like it wasn't going to shrink.
Yeah.
Cut the chatter, Red 2.
Yeah. So as you shrink the power gem, you notice the ambient lights of all the glowing things above your head start to dim and go dim.
So that was the light dimmer.
Great work by our lighting expert.
They're over there. at the
Literally,
Guitar
I saw him
Center,
walk away.
All right,
Avenger!
Go right over to the Guitar
Shrink
Center.
your gem!
Sorry, go ahead.
Shrink your gem! I'm being ironic. I know you can't. You don't have a spell.
I'm in a foot, and I really can't.
You don't know you're in a foot. You made that assumption from the moment we went down those two black holes.
I really can't hear you.
I think you can. We're like Beastmaster and Beastmastee.
Oh, thanks. I'm a huge fan of your
Is that a
work
compliment?
too. Huge fan of your work too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Inspired by it.
Thank you. That's not possible, but thank you.
Guys, maybe we should slow down with taking off this head and give them a little more time in there.
Yeah. We stopped sawing. We're just going to give him a little more time.
No, don't stop sawing.
Yeah, don't stop on our account.
We just don't want to invade your intimacy.
Keep sawing, you guys. Saw away. We got
Wait, what happened? It shrunk. That was a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Guys, the show's over in a minute. We gotta.
Okay,
We're
Is there any way you
Saw.
can get to the other foot quickly and also shrink it?
Nope.
Can I,
Sorry, everybody.
Can I put my armor on the saw to make it go faster to heat up the metal?
It kills my saw again.
Yeah, it would.
This
I think is it possible? I mean, this is putting a lot of onus on the bonus here, but is it possible because we're wrapping the show up here? We got to get out of here. Like maybe Avenger and Sharpie have a kind of a moment here, like to kind of some sort of cliffhanger.
But we're separated.
Huh? Well, get together and have a. You guys are both.
I feel like what we need to do is pull back from the whole combat scene to a kind of Rod Serling like genie voiced by Robin Williams.
All right.
Who just sort of.
Oh, they're in trouble now.
That's our show, everybody. Thank you so much. We fucking did it. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. One more time, Aaron McGathy, Spencer Crittenden, Kumail Nanjiani, Mitch Hurwitz. I'm Jeff Davis. One more time for your mayor, Dan Hartman. Thank you all. Have a good night.